Johnson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. You know, a lot of things to be proud about if you're a Philadelphia Eagle, man. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of the story, I want to let you guys know that, you know, first and foremost, the information that was given to me wasn't directly given to me. I'm going to start right there. I direct messaged Alshon Jeffrey myself. Of course, you ain't gonna get no response from somebody of that stature. I mean, it's Alshon Jeffrey, for God's sakes. And you know what I mean? I'm not up there to where I can just get a response from Alshon Jeffrey right now. But you know, I am friends with people who got blue checks on a lot of social media outlets. So you know what I mean? A source of mine was able to, you know, get him to respond about, you know, kind of what's going on with some of this stuff that a lot of people have been saying. And, you know, it's just crazy how the universe works. Now we're in a position to where the Philadelphia 76ers are about to start their season, and makes things way more interesting. In 2004, Allen Iverson was to be made out this bad guy, according to a lot of people in the media. A lot of it had to do with Philadelphia media. The only person that he really had riding with him, if my memory serves me correctly, is Stephen A. Smith, which is why they still got a tight relationship right now. Everybody else was trying to bury Allen Iverson. It gets to the point sometimes where you have an aggressive fan base and you have an aggressive following, and you play for a city where there's a bunch of diehards everywhere. Philadelphia is one of those places. We're one of those places. And when a team is doing bad, it almost is in the best interest of some reporters to start, you know, exaggerating why we're doing bad. Howard Eskin, you guys can Google this guy. I think he was working for ESPN at the time, around 2004. He came out with a completely false narrative about Allen Iverson. Basically, he lied on Allen Iverson. It got to the point to where Allen Iverson was, I think his legal team was going after, like, pressing charges on this dude. ESPN actually had to, you know, suspend this guy for 30 days, and he had to issue an apology, I think, for some of the things he was saying about Allen Iverson. I'll try to leave the description to that. As you can see from the text messages, Alshon actually, you know, put that in the direct messages, you know, the link to the article of this thing that happened in 2004 by Howard Eskin, before Alshon Jeffrey was even in the NFL. You see what I'm saying? So this guy who is now speculating these bad things about Alshon Jeffrey has a track record of making stuff up. You know what I mean? And you know, a regular person with common sense, you gotta kind of look at that. Now, if somebody is making these things up, they make them up one time, are they going to make them up a second time? Is all this stuff just being fabricated? Is it all fabricated information? You got to kind of look at that. You know what I mean? If you lie once, would you lie again? It's almost like that type of scenario. But at the end of the day, you kind of got to make your own judgment about things like that. But when you got reporters like Howard Eskin, who has a track record of just fabricating on stars and big sports cities, it kind of makes you wonder. Now, that kind of, you know, I kind of missed that part of the situation. Now, everybody wanted to hone in on Josina and what Josina might have been saying, and what could have been the situation. Well, is Josina lying? Is Alshon giving information to Josina? In all actuality, it makes more sense now than it did a few weeks ago. You know, the media manipulated a bunch of us. They manipulated a bunch of us for the second time into believing this guy was a bad person. For the second time, they've done this, and it's the same guy, Howard Eskin. There's no room for behavior like this in the media. You know what I mean? Now, why would Josina lie? Why would Josina lie and say that Alshon Jeffrey didn't give her the information? So it can be proven that he did, and now her credibility is shot. A lot of all these reporters, a lot of what they all have is their credibility. So if she said he wasn't the source, then you got to believe he ain't the source. People could keep throwing names out there. All she could do is say no, 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 no. And I'm pretty sure if they get the right person and they question her about him, she's not even going to respond. But the fact is this, man, why would Alshon Jeffrey even respond in a direct message? Why would he even do that? You know what I mean? Basically, the point of this video is to tell you this, man. You can't believe everything you hear in the media. You can't believe everything you hear in the media. And Carson Wentz's press conference today, I think he said he actually spoke to Alshon Jeffrey and they're on the same page. which is good. I think a lot of the negativity right now that's happening with the Philadelphia Eagles can be turned into positivity. You see what I'm saying? All we have to do is translate this into wins on the field. That's all we got to do. We don't got to worry about people like Howard Eskins. You know what I mean? Howard Eskins has already ruined his reputation. Only time will make the younger sports fans forget about stuff like that. In 2004, when he did what he did to Allen Iverson, I was in the 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 32-year-old man now. He's ruined his reputation before I was even a legal adult. He's been ruined my whole adult life. So we shouldn't believe anything anybody like that has to say about somebody. You know what I mean? A lot of times now, you run into situations where people are often misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Alshon Jeffrey is just an introvert. Maybe he is, but this is the facts. He's the best wide receiver on our roster right now. That's healthy. He's the best wide receiver on the roster, and we need him to win ball games. He plays for us still. That's the facts. So what motive would somebody like Howard Eskins have into basically trying to tear this man down? It's actually pathetic. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like somebody, you don't got to interview him. You know what I'm saying? I almost smell fear on people who do stuff like that. You don't like the way he walk, you don't like the way he talks, so you got to lie. What's your other motive for lying? Did he do something to you personally? No. You know what I'm saying? And Alshon Jeffrey elected not to even address him, because as you see in the messages, he said that I could have addressed him pretty much, but I'm not even going to address him. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he's saying that, you know, once you start believing what you want to believe, you on that side to him. And that lets me know everything that I got to know about a person like his, you know what I mean? It lets me know everything I need to know. Once you start believing it, he lets you run what you want to believe with. He just going to go out there and try to do his job. Remember, when all this was happening, he just had 10 receptions and a losing effort, I think, to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? The train ain't that far off the track for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think a lot of stuff can be done to get the train back on track. But some of these guys in the media got to be called out. And I'm calling you out, Howard Eskins. You have no credibility. So why would you expect us to believe who you say is the source when you're already on record lying? Do you know how important Allen Iverson was to the city of Philadelphia when he was actively playing for the Sixers, his first run with the Sixers? Who was the last MVP? Who was the last most valuable player in Philadelphia sports? I don't think the Philadelphia Eagles ever had one. You know what I'm saying? You got Allen Iverson, then you got Rocky. I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. And he tried to purposely destroy Allen Iverson to the fact that it almost cost a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I didn't say Alshon Jeffrey was the guy, but you know what I mean? I was 50-50 on it. So with that being said, I would like to apologize for me even thinking, you know what I'm saying? For me not even putting two and two together and understanding that this is coming from a person who's a liar. It's a liar. You know what I'm saying? It amazes me how people like that still have a job, man. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Shout out to my source, man. He don't want to be named. You know what I mean? That's cool. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get the conversation started, get the messages to me, man. Keep me in the loop every step of the way, man. You know I'm forever grateful for you, man, and the pull that you got, man, within some of these situations, man. You know, shout out to you, man. You know who you are, man. But it's just a real sticky situation, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the media is being a little hard on Nelson Aguilar as well. But that's a whole nother story, man. Let me know what you think in the comments.